Good morning, Fairy. Welcome to Science Time. Okay, so today we're going to make plastic from milk. Now, I would never normally encourage you to make plastic. You know that one of my favourite clips ever is the one from the Blue Planet 2, and I often talk to you about it in assembly. But this is different. We're not making polymers, we're making milk plastic or protein casein plastic. Let's look at what we need to make our plastic from milk. Now it looks like an awful lot of equipment, but your most essential things are milk and vinegar. Now, we need about 3 teaspoons of white vinegar. We need about 200 millilitres of milk. We need a spoon. We need some sort of strainer, so something like a sieve or a colander would be perfect. Some kitchen roll, some kitchen paper, just to dab it later. A cookie cutter isn't essential, but it is really good fun. And you will need an adult because there will be some heating up of the milk needed, either on your hob or maybe in the microwave. Right, let's get started. Step 1 for the method. First thing we need to do is get our 200 millilitres of water and pour it into the bowl. Now, if you're going to do it on the hob, on the stove, if you're going to warm up the milk that way, just pop it into a pan. Again, use an adult to help you. You want to warm it up. You don't want to have it boiling. Okay, so just gently warm it. I'm going to pop mine into the microwave just for a minute. So I warmed my milk in the microwave for a minute and I've just taken it out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the vinegar. Now, I did say 15 millilitres, which is about 3 teaspoons. I've just popped it into a little measuring cylinder just to make it easier for me to pour in while I'm filming. So I'm now going to pour this into the milk and then I'm going to stir. So just stir and observe. Did you see that? Oh my goodness, look. It curdles almost instantly in front of your eyes. Isn't that amazing? Science in action. Okay, now that we've stirred it, we're now going to separate, you can see the solid and the liquid. So we're going to separate those, and that's why we need our sieve. So for the next step, now I've just changed containers just because it's much clearer for you to see it this way, but we're going to pour in the liquid and solid mixture that we had a minute ago. We're going to pour it through the sieve because we want to separate out the solid from the liquid. And then we're going to leave it to drain for a little while. I'm probably going to leave mine for about 20 minutes to half an hour. So it's been draining for about half an hour. Now what I'm going to do is just tip it out onto some kitchen paper because I want to dry it out a little bit more. So give it a bit of a squeeze. You might need to do this a few times. But we need to try and get as much moisture out of it as we can. So just take your time, give it a bit of a squeeze and a dry. Now you can squeeze and mould it, just like dough. Isn't that amazing? Now what we're going to do is make a shape. Now I'm going to use my cookie cutter. So I'm just going to spread this out a little bit, just to make it a little bit thinner so it fits my cookie cutter. If you've got one, you can use it. If you don't have one, don't worry. You could just make any shape. It's up to you. So I'm going to pop my cookie cutter just there. I'm going to make a gingerbread person. So I press it down and all these bits around the outside, I'm going to pop them into the middle. So I'm just going to build up my little gingerbread person with all of that plastic protein. Pop it into there, give it a press, and then I'm going to leave it to dry. So if you try and put it somewhere it won't be disturbed, then have a few days to dry and then look at it. It's amazing. When you take it out of the cutter, it's just like plastic. You wouldn't have imagined you could do that out of milk. So I'm going to leave it there for a couple of days to dry and then we'll come back and have a look. Now, my gingerbread person cutter wasn't very successful. It stuck inside the metal, so I thought I'd try again. Now, rather than metal, I thought I would try a plastic cutter. So another one I had in the cupboard was a heart shape. So I thought I'd have a go with a heart shape. So I'm repeating exactly the same experiment, but just this time I'm going to use a plastic cutter to see if that's better. I'm so pleased it worked. I put Eureka, it worked. Now, often you'll have lots of questions go through your head when you do science. So I had a question come up in my head. I've never tried this before, and I wondered if I could add some food colouring. I wondered if I could actually make a coloured decoration, so a coloured plastic. And I thought if I add the red food colouring, perhaps I'd be able to make a red heart. So that's my next challenge. I'm going to see if I can add food colouring to the milk before I put the vinegar in to see if I can make a coloured plastic of some kind. Let's find out if we can. It worked. I'm so pleased because you never know. I was thinking I might put a hole in the top of it and see if I can make a necklace. You might even see me around school next term wearing it. I'm going to leave them out onto the windowsill because they're going to need to dry out. They're quite soft at the moment. If I just show you them, they're quite soft, but they're going to dry out, hopefully, and become really hard. And then I can wear it like jewellery. You might have it as an ornament, maybe on the side. See how you get on. So here's my finished article. There's my necklace. I look forward to wearing it. Maybe you can make a necklace or a keyring or something else with your plastic that you've made from milk. As always, guys, I really look forward to seeing what you come up with. See how creative you can be. I hope you enjoy it. Please post photos, videos, comments, anything that you do onto the blog. It's great reading. I look forward to seeing it, guys. See you later. Bye for now.